Yo guys, so today I'm going to be doing something a little bit more different, or well, not really, I don't fucking know, but I'm going to be sort of going through my like recording, streaming slash having no life setup, sort of just to give you a brief rundown of what I have going for it and whatnot, and hopefully it's not too potato because this camera is it's my iPhone camera. It's kind of shit, and hopefully my iPhone doesn't run out of space before I finish filming it, because it's 16 gigs and it's awful. It's fucking terrible. But I've been wanting to do something like this for a while to just show off what I've got going, and I figured this would be a good way to do it because this is something that people do apparently. So yeah, it's come a long way since I started with my YouTube and stuff back in like 2009 or whatever. And granted, believe me, I didn't buy all of this stuff at once. I don't have the money for that, and it's been stuff I'm building up and over like the past 4 years. So without further fucking ado, let's get right into it. So my primary gaming PC, which is right here, look at this sexy motherfucker. Actually, it's only okay. Is great and all. It's got an i7 4790K, a GTX 970 Strix. That's the Asus one, a 1300 watt power supply, which is total overkill, but I used to be running an SLI setup that chugged a lot of power, so I had it, and that way I at least, have some decent stuff to like back it up with, in case I ever want to do something more ridiculous with it, although I don't think I'll ever be running SLI again because I hate SLI, so yeah. Anyways, then there's 16 gigs of RAM. It's a pretty typical thing. The CPU is water cooled, it's got a full tower case, just so I have expandability options and whatnot. But yeah, it's nice. It's a very nice computer. I love you. I don't love you that much though. It's a platonic thing. Don't no. And then over here, the monitors that I play on. This is a 27-inch 1080p display by Acer. It's okay. It's got okay color reproduction. It looks all right, but I like it because obviously I can like watch movies on it, and it's pretty nice, and it has a few little features that I like. And on top of the fact that playing games on a 27-inch monitor is nice, while at 1080p resolution I can still do pass-through on my capture card, and it looks fine and whatnot. So yeah, then over here I got a 22-inch 1080p monitor as the secondary on that. Just for pretty much everything else that I do. Then up here we got a Logitech C920 webcam that I've only really used for streaming. I used to use it for videos a little bit, but I kind of faded away from that because I'm not really super big on the face cam thing. Might do it again in the future, don't know. There's a light, bounces off the wall to diffuse it, and it's ghetto as fuck, but it's more for just for lighting the room when I don't know, I don't like bright lights very much, so yeah. And here we have my microphone on its beautiful boom arm thing. This is a Technica AT2035, and it's got a little pop filter on here, which if I take it off, it's terrible. But then again, if you guys have heard that before, it's fucking awful. So then, for my speakers, I have the Logitech Z623, I think it is. Yeah, Z623. It's like a 200 watt system, 2 satellite speakers, and then which you can't really see, 8-inch sub. I think it's 7 or 8 inches. It's a 130 watt sub. It makes very loud sounds, believe it or not, because that's what subs do, and I like it a lot. So yeah. And then over here we've got a Razer Blackwidow Chroma mechanical keyboard. Kind of ridiculous for the price, and I kind of wish I'd gotten something from like a different company or whatever, but it's nice enough. I like it. And it's it's durable, and it's got lights, and it changes colors. Look at that dude, changes colors. But yeah, then over here we have a Razer Deathadder 2013, pretty typical. Really like it, love how it feels. It's responsive and everything. It's honestly probably my favorite mouse I've ever used. So yeah. And then we come to the recording, editing, and streaming PC, which is over here running off of, well, it's down there. I'm not going to show you the insides because it's boring, it has no lights. But yeah, here we have like a little router that I'm using as an Ethernet switch, since I don't have a router for the home in this room, so this just sort of splits a bunch of cables between the separate PCs that I have in this room, so I don't have to run multiple cables to the room, because where the actual router is, it's outside of my room. And I have like a 70-foot Ethernet cable running to the router that splits it and whatnot, which is convenient. But yeah, and then the specs of this baby are, it runs an FX 8320. It's not overclocked just because I've been having a hard time getting a stable overclock on it, but it runs fine as it is. So it's I think like 3.2, 3.4 gigahertz, something like that, so it's not amazing. 16 gigs of RAM, a GTX 760, it's like gigabytes, Windforce edition or something like that, 2 gigs of video memory, obviously. And then up here we have it running a 2560 by 1080 ultra-wide monitor, which is absolutely fantastic for focus, you whore. Come on, you little twat. Which, yeah, it's great for editing and stuff and spreading out and also watching movies, but I never really do on that one. Then another 22-inch 1080p monitor for other stuff. And then over here we have a Razer Deathstalker or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. Everything has to do with death with Razer, which is kind of sadistic, but whatever. Keyboard, so that's just what it... Okay, so, you know what? I ran out of fucking space, so I got some space back. And now I'm in space. But regardless, I was you know, on the keyboard. It's a Deathstalker shit thing from Razer. It's great. No, it's okay. It's just all right. It was the first gaming keyboard I ever got, and I liked it for a long time, and I still use it because it worked great. Then for the mouse on this one, I've got a Razer fucking Naga MMO mouse back from the days when I played World of Warcraft. Yeah, I played World of Warcraft. And now I honestly kind of hate the mouse because it doesn't feel nearly as accurate as the Deathadder, but whatever, it is what it is. Then down, the stand for my ultra-wide monitor is actually my Xbox One, which is, I don't know, it fucking works. It's not laying over one of the heat fan things like this ventilation thing. So it works fine and it doesn't overheat, so we're good. And obviously, yeah, Xbox One games. This is my audio interface for my microphone. Those are some Skittles. I fucking love Skittles. And this, you know, it's like $100. It's like a Scarlett Solo or something. I don't fucking know. It's weird. It doesn't really matter. But yeah. So then over here is a laptop that has been sitting collecting dust for 3 months. This is actually what I used to use as an editing and recording PC. But I wanted to build a desktop that could actually like keep itself cool properly, because this thing would overheat like a motherfucker and throttle and shit. It never like died, and it still works fine, aside from the fact that this like, I had an SSD in here, but like after about 6 months of owning the SSD, it just fucking died on me. I have no idea why. I can't get it to work again. Back there I've got another 1080p monitor that I don't have enough desk space for, and so I just don't. I would love to be able to use it, but I can't because I have nowhere to fucking put it, because my room is tiny. And then over here we have some studio lights that I used to use for green screens and stuff, but I don't use anymore because I don't have space. And I don't really use a green screen either. I just don't have any space in this room. I would love to be able to move out, but I have no money. Fuck my life, right? Anyways, so the desk, for those of you who care, it's some like cheap-ass, like $200 desk from Office Depot. It's got a glass top though, it's kind of cool. I guess it might be like something I could break, but I've never broken it. I've had it for around 6-7 months now, so it's been fine, which is fantastic. And then under there I've got terrible cable management to, you know, match up with the messiness of the setup. Although, here's the thing, I love it. Because, you know, it's my place. I go down here and make videos, I play video games, I watch movies, and it's like, you know, it's super chill, and I love it. It's nice and quiet, and everything is just, you know, fantastic, and the world is all perfect and whatnot. And back here I also have a Wii U that I only really use it for, you know, watching Netflix in my bed, because I can watch it on the tablet. Oh god, do I dare show the other side of the room? It's so fucking messy. Oh no, there's a DJ controller from when I used to do that for funsies. There's a PS Vita and a PSP, oh boy, and the Wii U tablet for watching movies. Hooray, yay me. But anyways, hope you guys got some sort of enjoyment out of this, because I don't fucking know why, but I guess it's a popular thing to do, you know, setup videos and whatnot, which is actually kind of fun because I like seeing what other people use to work on their videos and whatnot. So, you know, there you go. This is my newest setup. Skittles are a necessity. Like, you have to have those. Look at those. Look at those fucking sexy ass Skittles. Holy shit, dude. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this wasn't too shit of a video. Lighting's awful, but then again, this camera doesn't seem to fucking autofocus. So, you know, whatever. Sorry. Bye.